Hi friends, my name is Harshal Nikam and today I demonstrate you how to create a pick list, multi-select pick list and global pick list in Salesforce Lighting. Before the starting the video on the YouTube and search my name Salesforce tutorial, you got all the related of the Salesforce videos. Now I'm starting this. Now there is by defaultly on Salesforce developer org. First we go over the custom objects like student details. At the previous video, we create some of these custom fields in there. In there, we also create some of this country pick list in there and also state pick list in there. So I click on it. So this stuff we can be create some of the pick list in there, like of this country pick list in there of the Indian, Japan, and America. Three country are we added in there, and similarly we can be previous video we are created some of the state pick list in there. So again I demonstrate you how to create a pick list. So click on new and select a pick list and click on the next field label name like of this city, and we select enter value and we entering of the name of the, whatever you can enter in there. Pura gate to come like that. So I click on the next and we check system administration is right, checkbox is right. So I click on the next. So I click on this save. So now we create of the one pick list in there in our the student detail. I duplicate this page and I select on it app launcher, click on view all and I'm select my custom application like student management of system. In student management system recently I create one pick list of CT. I click on new. So there is one another pick list is created now like of CT, Bengali Camp, Indira Nagar, Jatpur Gate like that. With the help of the pick list, we select only one value. Okay, only select of the one value like of the Alaska, city is Stockholm. Okay, now we create a multi pick list. So there is our object manager and our student detail of the object. Okay, now we create of the one multi select of the pick list value. Okay, so I click on the new and I select of the multi-select pick list. Okay, allow user to select a multiple of value from the list you define. It's mean in the simple of the pick list we can be select only one value or one pick list, and in the multi-select of the pick list we can be select one or more of this pick list in there or the value in there. Okay, or multiple options we can be select. So I give field label name is student subject. Okay, and entering of this value in there like of the English, Marathi, science, now there is, so I click on this display the value of alphabetical and the visibility line is 4. Okay, so I click on the next. Okay, now I check the system administration is right and I click on the next. Now I click on the save button. Okay, So our the multi-select picklist is values created now. So I click on this recently view and I click on the student detail, refresh it. Now I select on new. Now there is a student subject multi-select picklist is created now. Okay, with the help of this multi-select of picklist, we can be select one more of these options in there. Okay, so this is difference between of the picklist and multi-select of picklist. Now I create a global pick list. So what is a global pick list and how can we create and what is the actual use? Okay, if we want of the same pick list in different of the object. Okay, this is a country pick list in student detail. If I want to be a same pick list in staff detail, so how can I do that? Okay, so we can be create of the global pick list with the help of the global pick list of one pick list. We can add in the different of the objects. Going on the home page. Now, in the quick find box, we search of the pick list value set. Okay, so this is open now. So I click on the pick list value set and I click on the new. I create one of this global pick list. So I give the label name is this student of the classes. Okay, and I give the some of the value in there. Student classes like of the first standard, second standard, third standard, fourth standard, fifth standard, sixth. Different type of this value can be entered. Okay, so I click on this save now. In global picklist, if you want to be add of the sum of this value, so you can be add with the help of this new. So if you entering of the seventh standard, okay, and save it, value is also save now. There is a record. Okay, with the help of the record we can select and we can be do it up and down. And this is a default value, so we can be a select of by default value like the first standard, second standard, third standard. Okay, so I click on this save. So there is a my global pick list set is create now. So I click on this object manager and I select the student detail. I click on this field and relationship and I click on the new. And similarly we can be create with the one data type is a pick list. Select of the next and I give the field label name is student classes and in this none of the option and we select of this global pick list of the student classes. Okay, and I click on next. I click on the next and I check the system administration if this checkbox is right. So I click on the next and I click on this save. Now our global pick list is selected now. Okay, so I click on the student detail and I refresh it. Now I click on the new. So there is one of this student classes is created now. Okay, so by defaultly first standard is also selected. Okay, so there is first standard, second standard, third standard, seventh standard. If and without any creating of the pick list, okay, directly we can be a select and we can be a add in there. If I want to be a same pick list in of the staff detail and student mark sheet. So similarly, I click on the object manager, click on the quick find box and select of this another of the object like of the staff detail, This is my custom object. I click on the staff detail and I click on the field and relationship. Similarly, I click on the new and I click on the pick list. Click on the next and give the name like a student classes. Whatever you can be do it class and select the on the student classes. Next and check the system administration checkbox is red, so I click on the next. I click on the save. Okay. So now our global pick list also created in staff detail. If we want to be a multi pick list, so similarly we can be added in there of the multi pick list of this field in there. So I select of data type is multiple of pick list. Okay, so we can be select of the 2-3 classes at a time. Okay, I select of the next. I give to the field label name is multiple of classes. Okay, and I select student classes of global pick list. And visibility is 4. It's depend upon you if you want to be a 5, so you also click on the so you enter the 5. Okay, and I click on the next button. I check on the system administration checkbox is red, so I click on this next and I click on the save. Okay, so similarly we both of the pick list are created like of the pick list and the multiple of pick list. So we check in our student staff detail object, click on the staff detail and I refresh it and I click on the new and there is a two option is created. Okay, student of classes of the single pick list. Okay, only the pick list, and there is a default is first standard, and we also create of the one another of the multiple pick list. Okay, so there is also created in there and we can be select more than of this one or more than of this value in there. Okay, if what happen if you didn't want to be a default pick list, so we uh, go to the home page and select of this search of this picklist value set and click on the picklist value set. So we click on the student classes. Okay, this first standard default date, so we are this click on the edit and we select this default button. Okay, now the first standard is not default. Okay, I click on the save. Okay, now the first standard is not default. Okay, so now we go to the staff detail and I click on the refresh and I click on the new. Okay, I click on the new. So now the first standard is not a default value. Okay, so this type we can be a create of this picklist value, multi-select of picklist value and the global picklist value. Okay, thank you.